Hi. So the title says what I would be without music. Not what would I be without music, but what I would be without music, meaning I know the answer, right? It's not a question necessarily, it's I know the answer. What happened, it's been a long day. I worked from 8:30 to 8, and so it's been a long day, and there's some downtime to my job where I have time to kind of think, whatever. I come home from lunch and go back for an hour, and I was just thinking about how huge how huge music has been a part of my life, and how different life would be if I didn't love music as much as I do. You guys, if you've been here long enough, you guys know that I love music, but you don't know quite how much. I've never talked about it before. My mom, when I was 11 and I was going to middle school, she said, "You need to be in the choir." I was like, "I don't want to be in the choir, Mom. What are you talking? Girls don't want guys who sing in the choir. They want, basketball players and stuff. I don't want to be in the choir." But she said, "I sing, your grandma sings, your grandpa sings. The whole side of that family is musically inclined. You need to use your talent." And so I joined the choir. And from age 11 onward, it's been a crucial part of my life. Jumping forward to high school was a time where, I think high school is a time where the teenager really starts to figure out who they are. But it was opposite for me. When I got to high school, I didn't know who I was. And as high school went on, it got worse. Like, I really didn't know what I was doing. I played a lot of sports though, basketball, volleyball, track. I thought about doing football, but I didn't want to do that. I played baseball when I was younger, blah, 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 blah. I played all sorts of sports. But the constant in my life was music and basketball. Those are my two things. Music being my outlet, and basketball just being something I was really good at. So music's been here forever. But it was during a transition period where I realized that I was very much different. I grew up with I would say a one-parent household. Had a father figure from age 0 to 5, roughly, but from that point on, it wasn't there. And so it was weird for me. I just had a period where I was feeling really alone and abandoned, and even today, it still feels like that. And so the only thing that I felt like I've had constantly in my life is music. Music is so important to me. It's what I went to college for. I studied college. When I was in college, I didn't have a car. I was in college from 2012 to 2018, and I didn't have a car or a job, so I had minimal money, and so I had to walk to school and walk home because I lived at home since school and home were so close. But the walk was an hour and a half one way and an hour and a half back, and nobody could take me. And I walked to school with, regardless of what the elements were, rain, snow, sleet, hail, sunny, cold, hot, cloudy, it didn't matter. I had to go to class. And that was, I think, college probably the roughest year, probably the most depressed time of my life, to a point where I even saw a counselor, or whatever you want to call them, a therapist, whatever, for probably 2 weeks. And she stopped setting appointments, and even my counselor made me feel abandoned. Like, when she started to forget to set up appointments with me, I was like, wow, even the counselor doesn't even remember me. And so I was at a point in my life where it was bad. Without music at that point, I don't know what I would do, because walking from home to school and school to home, I had my headphones and I had Beat Studio headphones. They just came out. They were the biggest, baddest thing, sounded good. They had noise cancellation, and when I put my headphones on, I clicked that noise cancellation, it literally took me off of the planet and put me on my own. And it was just me and whatever I was listening to. I would dance around, I would sing, I would jump and shake my arms and everything, walking up to school, up the sidewalk, in the rain. If I was sad, I'd put some sad music on, and I would walk, and I would cry, walking to school, and had to come to school and go to the bathroom and clean up and get ready for class. Like, all of it was a tough time during that period. Probably the saddest, darkest time of my life right there. But the constant thing has been music. And so without music, I can genuinely say there would be no K-Pace Sky channel. There would be no K-Pace Sky. Because there's been thoughts in my head, man, where I was like, man, what is life, and why are we doing this? I've sat down with my own self and thought, what is life, and why? Why do I have to be a part of it, And music is such a key part of most people's life because it's a universal language. It doesn't matter what language you speak. If I write a song and you hear it, you can get the mood that I'm trying to elicit Even if you don't know the words, even if you speak Japanese and I'm writing in English, you can still see a song and know the meaning of it. You can take a sheet of music and see the tempo and see the notes and see the melodic line and see so many different things, and it'll tell you the feeling of the song and how you should probably connect to it. And that's why music is so powerful, because you can connect to anybody with it. And so many people connect with it. You can't watch a movie without music. You can't go into an elevator without music. You can't go into a mall or a store without music. You can't do anything. Music is all around you. You can't even turn on your washer without a rhythm playing. I'm sure your washer makes noise to a constant rhythm, or your refrigerator, when it kicks on, it probably ticks to a constant beat, right? Music is everywhere. And I think it's the best art that there is. Artists who paint probably have music in the background while they do that. Dancers have a rhythm in their head, or they're dancing to a song. Like, music is the best art, hands down. There is no argument for it. You can't change my mind. Music has saved so many lives, because when you have a feeling, you go to a certain type of song because you can relate to what that person's saying. And for that moment, you feel like you have somebody who relates to you. And so you push that song on, you put it on repeat, because you feel like that person is singing your feelings, because you don't know how to put it together. But for that moment, that person, that artist gets you, even though you never met each other, just through song. And so music has been an incredible part of my life, and what I would be without music is dead, for sure. Absolutely. For the most part of my life, even today, I've felt incredibly alone. I know that I have 20,000, 21,000 subscribers. I have 1 million plus channel views. I have, of course, my Instagram following and Facebook and friends around me and stuff. I have yet to this day I've not felt alone, right? And the only thing that gets me through these things is music. And I guarantee you, a lot of you watching, regardless of how much older or younger you are than me, I bet you can relate to some part of this at some point in your life, whether it's already happening now, or maybe in the future you'll relate to it. But music, what I would be without music is just non-existent. I wouldn't have made it. It's an incredible piece, and that's why I decided to make this channel. It's a home theater channel, and I talk about electronics and goof off and talk about sound and how to tune your subwoofers and how to piss off your next door neighbor, and we have fun, right? But I didn't make this channel because of home theater and TVs and projectors and electronics. I made it because I absolutely love music itself, way more than any of you guys will ever know. Some of my my ex-girlfriends or people that I've tried to have a relationship with probably hate me, because I always tell them, if you can make me love you as much as I love music, we will never split up. And I always tell them that I've never met a girl who's managed to make me love her as much as music. Music is just, I don't know. I don't know if it can be competed with. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, oh well. But if the care and love that I have for music is inseparable, it has to be in my life. And I would love to have a woman who loves music too, because that connection that we would have through music is, I think that's also inseparable. I think that would be an amazing experience. So with that being said, what I would be without music is probably what a lot of people would be. It would probably be either, if not dead, to be in a really rough spot. So I decided to make this video, like I said, because I was thinking about it at work. I have a lot of downtime at work, especially when I come home from lunch and back. It's about a 10-15 minute drive, and I usually crank music up and just take myself out of the world for a moment. And so I was thinking, like, man, I wonder what I would be like if I didn't have music. Like, what if there wasn't music? What would life be like? I was thinking about that. So I decided to bring a topic like this to you. I've never done a video like this, and I probably won't do another one like this, but here is this one. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about music, and where would you guys be without it? Not home theater, not electronics and cool TVs and stuff, not gadgets and materialistic things, but music itself. What would you be? Who would you be or not be without music if it wasn't a thing? Like, think about that.